end of school year. This is um, this is this is this looks actually not bad. So we turned our, it's totally off topic from last day of school, but we turned our garage where people actually put cars in here. We decided we need more space for crap, not cars. So we painted it, Carlos Carrera painted it, and we did a Lego wall and put in these rugs, which are like made out of recycled milk cartons so you can power wash them. Of course, we haven't power washed them. And we stopped at Walmart and bought a giant TV. And then Amos has, if anybody else is on Instagram like I am, they will notice that there's the world's largest pet bed. And then that is the ball pit from Tractor Supply. I guess it's a trough. And I bought 1,000 balls to put in it. But the whole house is filled with crap. Hold on. Okay. So if you're watching this on Facebook, you need to go over to the YouTube. Okay. Head on over there. There. Show them. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay. So this room is, just so bad. There's just crap all over this house. And I don't know what to do with all of it. Got you on YouTube. It's bad. I don't even know why I'm showing you this. So my father-in-law, has been living here. He was on hospice. He died last week. We had his funeral last week, but we had a hospital bed in here. And then we kind of set up all his things here. So now we're undoing that. These are the world's largest magnetiles. If you're interested or have a real need to have giant toys that take a lot of space, I would highly advise these. Actually, they've been really fun, but they are much more fun being down here than they are up in the living room. So that's that. And then this is supposed to be my husband's scenario, which he pointed out looks terrible. And it does. But he was complaining about the furniture in here, so I took it and moved it. And now he hates his furniture. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Last day of school, which means freedom is about to be over. So at 12:30, I will head out to school with Honor, the service dog. And this is such a good space. Well, Facebook didn't get the notification. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, last day of freedom. And summer is tricky. Like you appreciate summer and you're excited about summer, but then you're like, what about summer do I like? People eat a ton in the summer. I think that is, nobody questions that. Why you have a ball pit place for yourself? Well, I do. I'm in it. And then everybody makes, there's a lot of cooking that happens. So not only are they eating, they're cooking constantly. So that's a lot. And then, yes, I like not getting up, Elizabeth. That is my biggest thing. I like to not get up in the morning. And then when you have Amos, who has autism, like he doesn't do the typical 11-year-old things. So if I had a fourth child that was 11, a typical child, the one that I thought I was going to have, he'd be going to camp for a month. That's what I made the other people do. But he can't do that. So, Blair at 7 went to camp for 2 weeks. Teachers say, tag, you're it. Oh, I know. And nothing makes me appreciate a teacher more than a summer. In fact, I need to go get my end of year teacher gifts. And if anybody's wondering what teachers likes, what teachers like, what they like, they don't want an apple. They don't want a book. They don't want, a plant or a pot hand painted from your child. They don't want a sweater, shirt, or what else do people give? Brownies. Nope, they don't want any of that stuff. What teachers want is cash. Cold, hard cash. That's what they want. They want money. So that is what you give your teacher. And you might say, well, I don't have a lot of money. They don't even want gift cards. I used to give gift cards. Nope. If you don't have a lot of money, I think you could certainly give a 20. I think if you have more money, you need to think about giving a teacher gift should almost be like tithing, right? Who is this turd? Hold on, there's somebody on here that's, let's see, put user in timeout for 24 hours. There we go. Yep, cold, hard cash. I don't even like gift cards because then I lose a gift card. So better to just have cash. So that's what I'm going to do. I hadn't even thought about that till today. So I guess I got to go get some cash. I also have all these graduation gifts. And my daughter yesterday was like, just give people cash. And I think I'm like, well, they need a monogrammed clipboard. But they don't want that. Thomas got a lot of monogrammed coolers and monogrammed, like, dot kits. I don't know where the word dot kit came from, but a dot kit is like a Land's End toiletry bag. Yeah, so those are good. And then, what else do teachers want? Well, teachers want your children not to come to school the last week. But Amos is at school the last week, sorry teachers, because they had a jumpy house today. And he loves a jumpy house. So there's that. Anyway, but I'm looking forward to summer. Our summer is a little bit different. My father-in-law died last week, and I had really been trying to not get ahead of myself. He was on hospice here, and I thought, this could go on for months. I had no idea. And so I was like kind of planning in my head, we're probably going to be home for June, and that's okay. And now we don't really need to be, but my middle two teenagers are in the like camp circuit. So one goes Monday to Friday, Saturday to Saturday, then Sunday to Friday. Well, the next one goes to the same third one, but not the first two. So it requires a lot of driving. So that's, interesting. And why was I saying that? Oh, they're all three working at the same restaurant, kind of starting in July. All three working at the same restaurant. And I'm very excited to see how that works. Is your mother-in-law still living? No, she died in January 18th. Yeah. So 3 teenagers home, an 11-year-old with autism. We're just, this will be my last summer with 3 teenagers because Thomas is 19. He'll be 20 in December. So I can no longer say I have 3 teenagers. There's something in here that I'm sitting on that's not very comfortable. Oh, look at there. It's a magnetile. I was thinking there's something that feels heavy in this thing. I didn't know what it was. So anyway. And then, I just don't even know what to say. I do think having a child with autism in the summer, it really is. It kind of can get long. And so you want the break, but like if Amos had it his way, he would live in a room like this all summer. Eat ice cream, watch TV, and not do anything. Are teachers allowed to receive cash? I don't know what they're allowed to receive, and I don't frankly care. This should be the picture of you for your next book. Have 1 hour left. 1 1 measly hour. As a retired teacher, I would love getting books. Never received cash. Oh, Sheila. Well, I'm glad you're more pious than myself. I'd like cash. Yeah, cash is a friend. Anyway, I do think this summer, just be aware when you have your typical kids and you're out. Maybe you're at the pool, or you're at a water park, or you're at the movies. Know that, and maybe your kids go to private school, so they haven't really been around people that are neurodivergent or have disabilities. Just be aware that the Amoses of the world are going to be out and about too. And talk to your kids. Like when we see somebody at the pool that maybe looks too big to play chase, that's my boy. He's grown 6 inches in a year and gained 30 pounds since December. So Amos still likes to play with the 3 and 4-year-olds, but he's almost 12. And so talk to your 3 and 4-year-olds. Tell them about the boy that's a little bit different. Or if you go to the movie, the boy that maybe is kind of chattery and his mother is shushing. Just be aware that we're trying to be in the world too. And maybe we're at the grocery store, or the dry cleaners, or a restaurant. We'll be out, and just kind of talk to your kids about us and encourage them to ask us questions. Does he have autism? Yeah, I would love to tell you about autism. And I would love your kids to know about autism, because I think that helps me. Don't just run away from us. And I'll tell you, to be honest, I never did that. I never talked to my kids about people that were different than them before Amos. It didn't even come on my radar. And so I'm hitting you with direct balls to tell you what you need to do. And just make sure you include us. Why are you in the ball pit? I'm enjoying my last hour of freedom. If you enjoy videos, especially in the summer when I'm not running myself ragged, I have kind of daily coffee chats, at least 5 days a week. So you want to become a YouTube member, you can. Let me see if I don't think I can put up the link while I'm talking. Let's see. Start a poll. Let me put up a poll. Let me put a question up. Okay. Oh, I can't do it. You have to become a member. And that's it. Carry on, people. Enjoy the summer. Subscribers, I'll see you in a minute over on the YouTube member page and Facebook subscriber page.